Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to review and compare and the speed test the Sony Xperia Z2 versus OnePlus 3. Let's start with the exterior. First, the Xperia. The Xperia is made out of glass and aluminum, and it looks good. And it doesn't look like a phone made in 2014, but still, it's a really good phone. Have the dock charging, the lanyard, it's waterproof, so we have a port here, another one here, have a headphone jack, microphone, the screen, it's a Full HD 5.2 inch display. On the other side have the OnePlus. It has a 5.5 inch display, a fingerprint sensor. It's made out of glass and aluminum, but it has aluminum on the back, not glass, and it has a better camera, but the camera aspect we're going to see it later. First, let's start the two devices. Let's see which one starts faster. Okay, they started at the same time. Now let's see who's getting to the home screen first. And yes, let's say the Sony has Android 6 Marshmallow, and the OnePlus has Android 7 Nougat. But that's... oh, speaking of speed, that's one hell of a speed. It's done. But now we have to wait for the slowpoke. And yes, for its age, it's really good. Still, it's a good phone, has a good camera, but as you can see, yeah, starting apps, nothing new. We'll let it do its thing, and after that we could compare some aspects of them, the display, the colors, so on and so forth. You could see it finished. A little bit slow, but at least it finished. Okay, good. Let's open them both. First of all, I need to put the pin on this. One moment. Okay, done that. Okay, let's open this. This one doesn't have a fingerprint sensor, so I didn't put a pin for the purpose of the video, but let's not go into more detail. Okay, first of all, let's look at the displays. This is a Super AMOLED, optic Super AMOLED, looking good, very good viewing angles, really good viewing angles, and if I get it close you can see it's really sharp. Okay, and that's a good thing. And this, let me change the wallpaper first. On this, it's a little bit too darken. Let's get one. Okay, wallpapers, both not live. Xperia. Let's see what we could get here that is good. Let's see this one. Okay, good. If you can see, this one is the same sharpness, but you could get discoloring when you do this, because this one is an IPS and doesn't have the best viewing angles. It's good. It's better than Z1, but not as good as the Super AMOLED. But that isn't a problem. Okay, now let's go with the app tray. Okay, this one was a little bit faster, but nothing new. Let's start AirDroid. Okay, let's see who's faster. This one's faster, obviously, but not by much, if you could see. Put it back. Okay, let's start Chrome. Yeah, Chrome. Go for Chrome. You can see this one loaded faster, but there were the pages there, so I'm doing this and same here, and I'll reload them after. Okay, good. You could see they're loaded, right? I'll reload them. I'll go here and hit refresh at the same time. 3, 2, 1, refresh. This one was faster, but not by much. That's a good thing. So, yeah. The internet is the internet, so yeah, doesn't show too much in the speed dorm. Okay, let's get here and let's see what we could start. Okay, CPU Z. 3, 2, 1. Okay, this one started faster, and you could see the differences on the phones. We have two Snapdragons. The Sony has Snapdragon 801. The OnePlus has Snapdragon 820. The speed are almost the same. They're both quad-core, but the OnePlus has a 64-bit operating system. Sony doesn't, because this CPU or system on chip doesn't support 64 bits. But and yes, the color calibration is a little bit different. That's why the camera doesn't know where to focus, so bear with it. Okay, we could see here the specs. We have 5.5 versus 5.2 inches, 400 dpi versus 423. The dimensions, let me see, let's focus it. Those are the dimensions and all the specs. So you could see the Sony is made, it was released in April of 2014, and the OnePlus was released in June of 2016. So 2 years, give or take a few months. So ain't that bad. Okay, let's go here. Here we could see the uptimes. So yeah, the Android version, the API level, the security patch. Yeah, this one has wall security patch, and the build number, blah blah blah. And now the battery. Oh, I hate that. So here's the battery. On the OnePlus we have just 3000 milliamp hours, but it has dash charge, and that means it will charge really fast. How fast, you say? Well, I could charge it from 15% to 100% in around 1 hour and 5 minutes to 1 hour and 10 minutes. Depends, but doesn't matter. With this, from 15% I need around 2.5 hours to 3 hours to charge it, so it's really slow. Well, at that time we had just quick charge 1.0, I think, or 2.0, I don't know, doesn't matter, it's still slow. But now you see the difference in speed. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's see, let's use the camera first. I have a Insignia. Let's do this. Let's start with the focus. On the Sony we have something that is really good. We have a camera button, just press it and here's the camera. It's on auto, so we have 8 megapixels to play with. I'll put this away and see if this focus is good. The focus is not good, not fast at least, but it focuses. Let's bring this here and see if it focuses. Okay, look. Okay, it's slower, but good. That's a photo with the Sony. We'll review it later. Now let's use the OnePlus. On this we have gestures. I'll do this and let's see. I want to focus here and focus here and go this. That's it. That's all. Okay, here it is. And let's see which one has the better quality. This one is the OnePlus, and this one is the Sony. Who do you think is better? I think the OnePlus has better colors, better depth, but yeah, Sony isn't bad. It's not like OnePlus, but still it's a good phone. Okay, let's bring them back. Okay, now we got that out of the way. Let's use some games. Let's do some games. First of all, let's start with something more funny than important. Let's see where it is. Here it is. Let's start with this game. 3, 2, 1. Let's see who loads faster. This one loaded. Yep, that one loaded too. Okay, so OnePlus faster. Put it back. And now let's try another game. Let's go with Need for Speed No Limits. Go. And after I'll load all of this, I'll go with the multitasking part of it. Okay, let's see who loads faster. All I want to do is to get to the garage and review the car. Who does it faster? Okay, this one loaded. Yep, I know it's upside down, but I don't have that space, so yep, let's try. Oh, or we could try this. Nope, they don't stay, but I could do something like this. Let's see if it works. No, it doesn't. Okay, well, the OnePlus has done it, and meanwhile the Sony has just done it too. Well, it's slower. What do you expect? It's an old phone. It has around it's around 2 years difference on them, so yeah. Okay, the game, let's power it off and try another game. I'm gonna keep them both in portrait mode, just to get it into the viewing of the camera. Okay, let's try Real Racing 3. That's the last game, and then we'll see which one can keep his apps better. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. All I want to see is the home screen, and that's it. This one is almost done. It's done. Okay. Now we're waiting for the slowpoke. I could swipe but no. Let's do this. Not the same car, but the same game. No thanks. And that's it. So the game still plays really well on the Z2. Can't deny that. All games play really well, but the speed and the performance is not there. So this is that game. Let's see what we could get more. Come on. Okay, and now the main thing, Antutu. Come on, idiot. I hate the auto rotate on Sony, sorry. Let's do this. Well, this is the score. Let me zoom you in a bit for the score. And you can see there is a little bit of a difference. No, it's a big difference. It's almost 3 times as fast. And let's do this and this, just to compare. The 3D, well, yeah, the OnePlus has gotten 62,145, and the C2 has got 9,767. So yeah, nothing new here. so the chips are evolving really good, nothing new. Okay, now the UI, this one has 51,000. Let me do this, let it focus. Okay, it focuses. Okay, the UI, it's more than double. The CPU, not that much, because the CPU is good. The problem on this phone is the architecture, the CPU architecture and the GPU architecture. It doesn't support 64 bits, so it doesn't have all the bells and whistles. Yeah, so the CPU is just around 50% faster, not like the GPU, where is miles away, 6 times, something like that, just on 3D. So, ouch. The RAM, well, sort of. This one has DDR3, that one has DDR4. It has more RAM, but still. Let's do this, and we could see where it loses and it gains the power, same as the UX. Let's see the difference. I'm not going to comment. And the CPU, if you can see, on the CPU it's lower, yeah, it is, but not by much. That's something new. And on the RAM I cannot do nothing, but this is the difference. The difference is big, around 3 times in total, but the big difference is on the GPU part, and the new nougat version of Android uses much more GPU. So and now let's use some of the apps that were there. Okay, let's try to reload racing. Okay, well, same here. That's new. Let's try another app. Okay, what app? Let's get Need for Speed. Well, didn't click, but still. This one's done and that one's done too. Okay. Okay. Now what we could try next? Let's try Chrome. And see, I see that the UI is really good on both. And the memory management, it's way better than many phones. And the worst with the memory management, it's Samsung. So let's go with the Chrome. It loads. It loads okay. So yep. Let's try let's try a game. The robotic game. Here it is. In 3, 2, 1, go. Same. So if we load the apps from the recent apps, it's really fast. This one still can do it, but the performance is not that great in other apps. So yeah, take it as you want. Well, this is the speed test and comparison of OnePlus 3 versus Sony Xperia Z2. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.